in October, the Buccaneers won an instant classic in their first match.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Taken at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So here are the Buccaneers ready to go on offense with a new man at the helm here for 2023 in his sixth season now in the NFL, Baker Mayfield.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The pickup there, 5 yards. Another carry now for Edmonds. Able to slither by. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Extra bulk up front for second and inches. 3 tight ends.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Chase Edmonds, the man he was looking for. And it's third down.
You talk about this Falcon defense.
They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the passer number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Mayfield. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Lorenzo Carter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
Throwing on second and long. Mayfield.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down.
Jake Camarda sent on now to punt this away. Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense. And at the helm in his second season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and production off the charts while he was in school. And also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 17 carries, 67 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And got his man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a third down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Robinson up the middle. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Down to the 22-yard line. The Falcons at 4-8 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on, put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
And a nice gain at 21 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Robinson. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Crew able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. This taken in right around the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mayfield had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a 2nd empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And taken right on the 30. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC. A CD after this game, there will be 4 weeks left in the regular season. So this is far from the final version of what we'll see come January, more of a first draft, if you will, as all these teams fight for a better position.
And you pointed it out so accurately there, Brandon. After this game, 4 weeks left in the regular season, and then the playoffs officially begin. But for some teams, trying to fight to make it to the playoffs, we're actually in a playoff push right now.
Ritter and London team up there. 1st down, Atlanta.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here's Ritter.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
On play action, here's Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. That time, a 6-play drive.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
A gain of 15. First down, Tampa Bay.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. As they've got it as we resume action. Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 34-yard line.
Here's Mayfield. The pass is caught by Cade Otton.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds.
Dances by him. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
77 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll run with Edmonds again. Pushing his way through and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Mayfield.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
And now Mayfield on the bootleg. Otton brings it in over the middle.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. This offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chase Edmonds with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have cut it back within a score. On 3rd down and short, and everything well executed. He not only gets the 1st down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll be stopped at the 28 on a play that started at the 14. They pick up 14. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as they used to be, huh?
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. Drake London, his intended target, but now it'll be 3rd down. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Boy, he almost did that himself, but it looks like he's about a foot or 2 short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Taking it about the 16. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll start things out by handing to Edmonds. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. Again, they run with Edmonds. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Bijan Robinson and the Falcons back onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the 2nd quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A good pickup there at 22.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter. It's caught. Smith. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter.
And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Drew knocks this one through the post.
And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So they're in on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there. Running back Chase Edmonds gets set to start this next series.
Now, he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 43-yard line.
108 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. To throw, Mayfield.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession.
They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. So you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ritter to throw it.
His throw incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there on drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Another throw coming up here for Ritter.
And this one's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a net of 39. 41-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Here's a quick pass. He's got Chris Godwin. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year, with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. First down now, but that clock rolling. Mayfield to throw it. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 30. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
What would look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Mayfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we are at halftime here in Atlanta with the Falcons out in front, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens who have the lead as they play the second quarter. Odell Beckham with a touchdown catch from Lamar Jackson. It was the former Longhorn Bijan Robinson who was tough to stop in that first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has something assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Ritter now. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 35. 2 yards still to go. Third down now. Robinson will try to pick it up. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there. And it helps him move the sticks.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Ritter back to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
On the handoff, it's Edmonds. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 where probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, with a 2 on 3rd down, you're a little off balance.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Atlanta regains possession of the football. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
On 2nd down, Ritter. Open man, Hamler, that's complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Ritter from the gun. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He's got it to the 43 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
73 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Ritter fires quickly out wide.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end. Not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Bootlegging out here, Ritter.
That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Ritter going to keep it.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, he had success earlier in the drive keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown.
Bijan Robinson.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Falcons are able to extend their lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And, Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Coup for the extra point.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Now Mayfield and the Bucs come up on 1st and 10
at their own 17-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
He's got Otten on the out route.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First down, Tampa Bay.
They'll run on 1st down, Edmonds. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Mayfield throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Now a give to Edmonds. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 148 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They run with Edmonds. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chase Edmonds with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The offense on 3rd down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Back to throw, Ritter.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Throw left side taken in by Palmer.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings us 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Throwing, Mayfield.
He'll get this underneath to Edmonds.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
They come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And in a 2-score game, obviously every play, every 3rd down like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Russell Gage, 52 yards.
And the Bucs have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead, it's down to just 1 score.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Great way to convert on third down there. 21 yards the play.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw taken in by London.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
From the 46, here's second and a couple. On the give, here's Robinson. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 45-yard line.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
First down, here's Ritter. Throw left side, there's London.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Handoff now to Robinson.
And he stopped immediately there. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
They'll run again.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. They'll run again here with Robinson as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Ritter. Throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you have risk of nothing.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when you look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So Mayfield and the Bucs
down by 6. A minute 36 to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Look with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is 3rd down. Now Mayfield.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage there, able to bat it down?
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Down to a knee goes Ritter, and that should be enough to finish this one off. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.